Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today I am going to try and answer this question in Alchemy. Green is best or worst? And we're playing a mono green deck. Really, I've played green, like mono green when Alchemy first came out was one of the strongest decks, and that was largely due to the presence of Tenacious Pup, which has been around since the first Alchemy set, which was a really strong card, but it also had a bunch of rampy spells and things going on that at the time was able to outscale the cards. Now they've brought out tons more cards and obviously tons more standard cards to augment those, which have changed what's strong. So what I want to do today really is just test out green and see how strong we are compared to the meta now that we've just got to diamonds. So my approach to this isn't the approach I've taken to green in the past. I think in the past I've used a lot of the Jukai, whatever he's called, Jukai, this guy, Liberator, because that is a very strong card, and maybe it would go in this deck, but I just want to try a different direction in case we've been missing something, and that direction really is using Gwenna from the Brothers War. So Gwenna is a 3 costing 2/3 Elf Druid Scout, and this is not an Alchemy card, it's a standard card, but I think it's pretty nice in Alchemy because this has tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colours, spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of a creature or creature card. Whenever you cast a creature spell power 5 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea, and untap it. The reason I think this goes well in Alchemy is because we have a bit of extra removal spell in Alchemy, which is the Sylvan Smite. So Sylvan Smite is a 2 costing instant that has put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control if you weren't the starting player. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So there is a version of this that is worse as standard, which is the Master's Rebuke, but which basically doesn't have the 1/1 counter bit. But that 1/1 counter bit is actually very valuable and is an equalizer of green. Green struggles a lot if you go second, and therefore I quite like this card as an equalizer in those scenarios. The creatures that we're ramping into with Gwenna are Defiler of Vigor, which is the 6/6 that 6/6 of trample for 5, and it makes your other spells 1 green cheaper if you pay 2 life, and whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. This pairs very nicely with Kodama of the West Tree, which is 3 costing 3/3 of reach. Modified creatures you control have trample. Whenever a modified creature you control does combat damage to a player, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto battlefield tap, then shuffle. So basically this can get out of control, fetching us lands if not dealt with. We have 2 Silverback Elders, which is the 5 costing 5/7 Ape Shaman, non-legendary. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, or look at the top 5 and put a land onto the battlefield, tap, or you gain 4 life. So very flexible, but the main usage of this in this deck obviously is to destroy the artifacts and enchantments. In Alchemy at the moment we're seeing a lot of Rusko the Clockmaker, so destroying those clocks can be very nice. But there are lots of other enchantments and artifacts that we want to get rid of as well. Things like anvils, things like ley line bindings, etc, etc. 3 Titan of Industry is a very nice top end for green, has been for a long time and still persists here. I'm running at the low end 4 Llanowar Loamspeakers for additional ramp to Gwenna. We're running 2 Augur of Autumn. This is kind of our late game drawing mechanism. So it's a 3 costing 2/3 Human Druid. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands from the top of your library. And then Coven, as long as you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. So it's a way for us to start vomiting out these creatures off the top of our library, excuse the expression, onto the battlefield so that we can build an overwhelming board. The nice thing about Alchemy meta at the moment, and why I think green could have a chance, is that there aren't too many board wipes being played. It's pretty much farewell. There is Meat Hook Massacre in Alchemy, but you really don't see it very often. I think because there is such good removal, and what is used a lot is things like Molten Impact. And obviously our cards like Silverback Elder, Defiler of Vigor, and Titan of Industry are very good against cards like that because they have high toughness. So running 2 Augur of Autumns. We're then, and the low end, running a load of cards. So for Tenacious Pup, as I mentioned, this is a very strong card. It's one of the reasons that I'm playing this in Alchemy rather than Standard, as if we can give our 2 drops or 3 drops a 1/1 counter, trample and vigilance, and gain 1 life on a 1/2 body, that is very strong. We're running 2 Jaheira Harper Emissary, which is a 2/3 legendary, so that's why we're only running 2, and it can specialise to destroy a target artifact or enchantment and gain us 4 lives. This is there for anti-red, really, particularly anti-goblins, because it can kill off the goblin influx array and gain us 4 life. So Outside of that, we're running 2 of Tamiyo's Safekeeping. This is a 1 green for target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn, and you gain 2 life. This could be a game changer against red, but also against control decks. Help keep some of our key pieces alive. 2 Bushwhacks. So Bushwhack is search your library for a basic land and put it into your hand, or target creature you control fights target creature you don't. We need to supplement our Smite with a bit more removal somehow, because just having 4 removal cards isn't enough in this deck, so this takes us up to 6. And I'm then running 2 You Line Up to the Shot. So this is choose one. You can conjure a card named Plummet into your hand, conjure a card named Naturalize into your hand, or draw a card. Plummet destroys target creature or flying, Naturalize destroys target artifact or enchantment. So we have actually got a lot of artifacts or enchantment removal. Maybe too much, maybe we don't need these, and 4 Bushwhacks will be better, but I'm going to try this split early on. I am then running 25 lands. The reason I'm not running more is basically because we're running Gwenna and Loamspeaker, and we can pull lands from our library of Bushwhack if we need to. Note we are running 2 Gate to Manorborn, which is a tap land that has a 4 and tap seek a non-land card, activate only once in the whole game, because sometimes we just need that bit of extra draw in green, and then we're running 1 Boseiju for a little extra artifact and enchantment removal. We're going to give this a go. I think it's going to have a good chance of performing okay. I don't know if it's going to be a complete powerhouse, but where the meta is in Alchemy at the moment with lots of mono red, I feel like mono green should be good, and we're sort of tailoring it towards having some life gain around with the Jaheira, the Tamiyo Safekeeping, and then some chunky creatures. If we can get one of these 2 down against mono red, we've got a good chance of sort of stabilising the board. And then being able to run Sylvan Smite, which is a new removal added in the latest Alchemy set, makes it feel like it could just tip green back to being playable again. But that's what we're trying to find out today. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let's have some games. Alright, here we go. Goru. Can the power of green work? This is not... I mean, we've got so many 1-drops in this deck. 2, 4, 8, 10 1-drops. Better. We don't need this. Green on the crossroads. So not Grixis. Gaea. Okay. Where our Elder could come in handy. It's enchantments of any kind. I was suspecting Rebels, but maybe not. No attacks. So we could do Defiler next turn, it would be a 7/7. Now it begins the go wide, but thankfully this has found. Maybe we should Elder next and we can get some trample going on that. I think that is the best thing to do. And then we've potentially got some more pain for them, because we can always Defiler and now then Pup now. Rocco the Cabaretti Caterer. Only up to X was 2, wasn't it? So they can't get anything like a Cathar. Search your library. We don't have any meat hooks in this deck, sadly. Guess we just get the lands because we haven't got many. It could kill the Elder, but they'd have to take a good hit for it. They must have another Rocco in their hand. It's just when Jetmir comes down we're in trouble. But we can smite the Jetmir. X equals 2 again. Another rope line attendant by any chance? Yeah. Just need to keep over mana for this now. So can cast this like this. Let's destroy that treasure in case it helps them in some way. Okay. It's time to start swinging wildly, and we'll just hold open our smite in case it saves us from Jetmir. They don't have long to do whatever they're going to do, so this should be the turn. Valet. Okay, I'm guessing they are running Jetmir as well, but Valet's just an alternate win. As long as they don't have protection for it. So they are completely tapped out right now. Just let them know that they're in trouble. Yeah, cool. GG. Alright. Here we go. Next one. First one was pretty convincing, but it was against the Naya deck, which is quite weak. Up, down. It's nice to see all of our cheap cards in our opening hand, as long as we draw our more expensive cards at some point. We'll go with Loamspeaker, I think, since opponent's probably going to be a low creature count, unless this is soldiers, but unusual not to play a turn 1 soldier. Yeah, Spirited Companion, alright. Divine Purge would be quite crippling, but you can't play around it every game. But especially since they played, yeah, it's going to be a reanimated deck. Okay. Portal to Phyrexia in here? No. Just digging. That's nice to have. When this specialises, destroy up to 1 target. Yeah, okay. Guess we don't do anything. We could pop. We need to draw one of our later game things. So they chucked away the 2 invokes. Must have a 3rd one or another way of bringing stuff back, not sure. Okay, guess there's a board wipe coming. If it's farewell, they're going to be low by the time it hits. Okay, so we're going to get in for 6. If I'd have kept the pup in my hand, we might have won. They're going to have a farewell. I think we have to hold this. There's no point playing the Defiler. This can't save our creatures from farewell. And if it's another board wipe, we'll just use Safekeeping on one of our 2 power creatures. Okay. Clearly didn't find what they were looking for. We might have been in trouble if they did. Alright, next one. Ibakusha. Got 2 Kodamas, but oh well. We'll try it anyway. Mono red, I mean, I say we should be okay against. Whatever. Stormseeker. We'll double block. Don't need our Gwenna at the moment. And it's all about mitigating damage against red, isn't it? Okay, we've got the smite if we need it to respond to something. Obviously we're happy for them to kill Kodama. But if Kodama can take something down, then why not? We just need our expensive stuff now, please. Yeah, we'd double block the Raiju if they don't put a counter on it. I don't think they can combat trick one of those away. Okay, I mean we're doing pretty well on the life front so far. Another Raiju. Probably have to trade it off again. I mean, the thing is, we don't really want to. We can pull rounds all day with Kodama. We'll just trade it like this. Only kill one of those things. That's pretty good. So we can pull a land by attacking with this. Makes us less likely to draw them if nothing else. And this is a bad sign for my red. Defiler is a worry. Be big. But no cigar. GG. Red for green is pretty simple. Alright. Cimmerian Fiend. Maybe a... oh, I'm gonna have to mulligan that. This is better. Put one of those titans on the bottom. We haven't got any ramp. Is it mono red? Okay, then we'll have to put the pup in. I would like to play the gate, but give them something to remove to be able to attack with the outcast, just slow them down a little bit. Or they can attack with it and let it die. Nah, I did have to do something. And then make this relatively hard to remove as a 2/4. They've got blue sleeves, and they're playing Tasha, and then they're playing mono red. What a scam artist. Although we're running, was that Urza's Silex? 5-1, 6-1. Jesus Christ. It's probably worth blocking it. Such a... like, we can't just take damage from that forever, can we? We've still got a 2-3 we can play. I'm slightly worried about the old traumatic crank inevitably coming down at some point. We'll play this, because if we then draw another green we can play our Elder, which is basically game winning against red. Because 7 toughness and being able to gain 4 life with every creature is big. Yuck. I don't think we should block this. Shit. We should specialise this with the Titan, since we're not going to get there. Gains 4 life, gets rid of that. Oh, we're pretty dead now. Even if we draw a land, they've got too much damage this turn. It's annoying that we got a bit land screwed, but c'est la vie. Next one. This is nice. We have to play our U line up the shot pretty early, but hello. So we're against red. Let's just draw. That's a nice draw. Yeah. Ah, goblins. Well, I definitely want to kill this turn. Oh, I just noticed their deck looked a bit large, and it is large. They're not playing 60 cards. I've seen it's more on Alchemy than Standard for some reason. Okay, more enchantments for us to kill. Another Horde Master. At least we probably have stopped the attacks for now. Kodama can go down, and we hold the Safekeeping. Get rid of this squee, I think. Hope they don't draw something good. Oh, the Raging Goblin. And we will put this down now. Now they're going to need some juice to get through. I mean, they could just attack with anything, we'll block, and then they can Molten Impact the Defiler. I don't want to get complacent, but... Okay, so I think we'll specialise this with the land to kill one of these etchings. And then we'll play Gwenna without paying the life. And we'll probably just attack with this one. That's enough for now. Can't overstretch ourselves against these horrible goblin decks. But the more lands we pull out, the less we draw. What is this? It's well funny. Oh no, they got the array. Okay, they were holding that until we specialised this maybe. That is very silly of me. So we have 8, 15 trample damage. Just attack with this one again this turn. It's just about hard enough for them to kill. In the hope that we can stop us drawing more lands. We can hold this one, we don't need any more than 7. Best we can top deck is a Titan. Well, to be fair, the best we can top deck would be the Augur, and then find something good on top, but my goodness, there are lands in here. Keep trying this. Soon they'll be too low that they'll die, so they've got to do something. There we go. They will get 2 cards they can play next turn. One of them being a Horde Master for 1, that is painful. Brush Taunter. Oh no. That is the opposite of what we want. Okay. Interesting. So whenever this is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. That's pretty rough. And we can force it to fight one of our creatures, so they could do 7 damage to us with this ability. It would have to tap for that. Okay, they're just killing our creature. That is less worrying. Or they think they are. So we do have to take 2, but that is by far not the worst outcome that could have happened. Guess we'll block with Gwenna. I mean, what? Why are they doing this attack? So they have a blocker for Gwenna anyway. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, I think we'll stay here. We've been so unlucky though with all these draws, honestly. Okay. I mean, now they just brash torn to the Defiler. And we lose. This is ridiculous how many lands I draw. I mean, I know we pulled some of these out, but we got the chance of drawing them down to so low, I don't understand how I was still drawing them. However, Lesson learned is keep the Jaheira specialise against goblins for the influx array. Alright? Just smile. Yay, this one actually looks half decent. Cabaretti, eh? I don't believe you. I never believe anyone presently. Yeah, unsurprisingly not Cabaretti. So it's a Rusco-y clock deck, is it? Sylvan Smite on the top. Might not be something we need immediately. Only does damage to creatures.
Bet you can't catch us.
We'll get rid of this just in case they draw anything nice. We haven't found a land on top yet, slightly unlucky with Augur. Although once we play the Elder, we'll be able to play creatures as well. Probably going to get the Augur killed at some point. Typically not good for them to leave it around.
Now this is a juicy secret.
I did this in our turn because they're playing black, so there's lots of instant speed and movement around. Overflowing Insight. That's a curious card to see around. That is a short-term problem until we draw some more removal. We've got 3 more Smites, 2 Bushwhacks in there. And we could start attacking with big creatures, so... So this is being used to combo with Sheldred, I suppose, to do 14 damage. Quite good. Target player. Arena cards. That's the difference with Alchemy. You get all these wacky cards in here. Viconia gone to the bin. I would love for them to attack, but there's no way they will. Yeah. Planeswalkers we do struggle with.
It is, don't try anything cheeky now.
There is a Bushwhack, so we can force a fight. Which we only probably want to do after we've got a Titan down with a shield counter on it. So I don't want to do that because it will get rid of the Bushwhack. So we'll just do this. We couldn't kill the Sheldred with the Elder even if we wanted to. Hopefully there's a land on top. Then we won't need the Loamspeaker. Because yeah, at the moment we can't do... We need 8 to 5, 6, 7. We need a land on top to be able to play Titan and Bushwhack. I think it's the minus on Tasha is more likely to get them a bunch of cheap creatures, I suppose, but they'll probably get at least one decent one out of the 6 decent ones remaining in our deck. Okay, the land on top is no longer an option. So we could Titan. Thing is, even if I Bushwhack this with this, attacking wouldn't do any damage, so Titan is the only option. So if they have to get lucky if they minus Tasha, or I should say just not get unlucky. If they pull one of our 2 remaining Titans, that is bad luck, I would say, given how many creatures there are in this deck. Just give them 3 Tenacious Pups. They can have Jaheiras, they can have Loamspeakers, they can have Gwennas. Most of it's ramp. And then once they minus the Tasha, we can start attacking again.
Dueling used
Yeah.
to be fun. If you weren't
That is what I would expect.
before,
Hello,
you
crap.
better be now.
Here. Okay. Something else that we need to get rid of. But Sheldred has to be the prime target. Kaito at first. I mean, it won't necessarily kill Kaito, but it'll do a load of damage to it if they don't get rid of Lear.
You wouldn't notice me.
Okay. We've had both you line up the shots in this game and they haven't been useful, but at least they do cycle. Need to drag some of those Sylvan Smites out of this deck. Or a Defiler, obviously, would be pretty good. Or the other Augur would be very good.
I'll be taking that now.
They could use Overflowing Insight on me without playing a Sheldred, that would be nice. Give me some creatures. Chance of creature is 8, 16, 21, 26, 29, 34, 37, 45%.
Come any
45%.
closer.
That is the best one we could draw. Get rid of that thing. Oh, right. So So they can't actually kill the Elder. Oh, but hold on. Tasha plus. This would only have 6 life. Yeah, we could still attack with it. Worth taking a -1 counter on those to kill the Tasha. Tasha is pretty crippling for us. Why would they block? Why would they do that?
Next time.
Did they not see that the Elder was attacking? I don't really understand. The thing is, they could kill either with the March now. Gain a load more life back. But honestly, we're probably still better off killing the Augur, because that is the one piece of late game material we actually have. The others, once they're not doing loads. Would be nice to kill this layer. Interesting. Defiler's pretty strong here. Okay, Titan we can't play off the top, but so this will do 3 damage to Kaito. And nothing else gets, well, these two can get through, I suppose, for a little bit of damage.
My head was
slowly getting through all their crap. Can't think what board wipe they would have, so if we can dump... Okay, if we can dump a load in with Augur, that would be nice, but I think Augur could be... No, I thought Augur might be on the chopping block this time. Every, like, destroy they draw like that, they get 2 of them. It's quite bad. And they kept that card on top as well. You need to keep putting stuff down quick enough that they don't kill the Augur. That could be a Sheldra as well.
Hope you're ready for some mind games. Our eyes are everywhere.
So we can play Gwenna. Let's shield the Augur. Because we're going to be attacking with the Titan anyway, so as soon as they chump something with it, it takes the shield off. Or else we probably won't attack with the Augur, so it now needs 2 removals. Or a bounce, I suppose, but... Yeah, we could probably kill off the Gwenna as well. I'll just take the shield counter off there. More removal. Could have done that without removing the shield counter. This is so brutal, the amount of removal they've got, and they're getting all of it twice while they got Lear. This will help.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
But now we don't get the top cards anymore. I don't think they're going to block with Lear, so... It's too good for them. Head on Kaito.
I'm used to being uninvited.
And they can always overflowing insight themselves. At least the soul transfer isn't an instant. I mean, they can rip apart my other creatures, but we don't really care about any of them. Still got 2 Defilers, 1 Elder and 1 Titan in the deck. I mean, the biggest problem is we've still got 3 Sylvan Smites in the deck and we haven't drawn a single one in ages. Okay, just use it to return the Sheldred. They've still got their end game in hand, I suppose, which is Sheldred and then overflowing Insight us when we get low enough. It's getting quite desperate to draw the Sylvan Smite. We're dead. It's overflowing Insight us and then we draw. Good game. We've only got 11. Yeah. Green doesn't do well if you go too long, does it? Right. Win to me. This looks fun. I feel like this deck is feeling very much like you snowball or you lose. But that last game never felt like we were going to win, did it? The nice thing is there's so much red that we do okay in general. And we'll go with this, and we'll go with this. I still don't know if this is goblins or not because they've got 1 land. I mean, they're probably going to shock this, but yeah, fine. They could be using that to scry for their much-needed land. Why did you get this hand? Just because you got 3 1-drops. There we go, now I've realised what they should be doing. I feel it could be too late for you there. GG. Not sure we can count that one, but I'm going to count it. Okay. Huzzah. This looks fun. Especially since we get to use Smite to put the counter on our creature. Okay, Esper is just the colour combo we don't want to see really, but let's see what we can do. Maybe you line up the shot will be helpful here. Okay, we'll get to play this whilst we can. At least they're being slow. Whatever they're doing. Off the top pup would be nice, then we could Defiler and play the pup. Stop touching my things. Clock me. So maybe Gwenna is good here. And we smite Brusco with this. put the counter on the Kodama, and then pull a land out. We can always use this to naturalise the clock later, or this. So which order we want to play these in, it probably depends on what they do now. Both untap Gwenna, because they both have power 5 or greater. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can actually play both next turn. Bloody Tasha. This is the thing we can't deal with.
I've got something. Give it your best shot, adventurers.
So I think we probably play the Defiler first, shall we? Send these two here, this one here. Tasha dies, but does make all three of those creatures a bit smaller. We get yet more land.
Cherish this rare moment.
Just gotta hope we don't get farewelled. Then we're really screwed. Sheldred is sort of okay. Let me just flood again, but I think we'll use this to draw. We don't care that much about the clock, and if we draw a creature, which we have, we can get rid of it anyway. I think I'll probably just kill this off. What do you have that could possibly save your block? Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. Not going to work, but it was pretty good while it lasted for you. Okay, we have got another creature on top, so yeah. That is basically how this deck is supposed to go, and that went nicely. Did I have fun in this match? Yes. Alright. Rise O Ghoul. Let's see if we can get a win. Okay. Unless their first card screams of needing a plummet or a naturalize, we will be drawing with this. Please let me play. I don't have time for you to like wait 4 hours looking at your opening hand. I guess I'm often unfair with this. It's probably just slow computers, isn't it? But it always feels very slow to me. Come on. Okay, they have actually mulliganed. Taking this very seriously though. Very seriously indeed. So, what are you doing? What colours are we? Have you got black in it? Or is this just a sleeve? It is a very cool sleeve. Probably cooler than this one, but I like to keep it different. Mix it up. Are you playing on your mobile or something? Okay, we'll draw. Ah, got a 2-drop we needed, that's nice. Ugh. Should have put the gate down after all. Blue and white. Could bounce it again or kill it. It's not the end of the world. What is this wild strategy that's going on there? Feeding out central. Augur of Autumn. Okay, we'll try again. We can't kill the Oracle, so they'll get a scry. Maybe we'll just play Kodama this turn. I think trying to do anything else is going to result in something getting countered that I don't want it to be. Maybe. Hard to know what's going on. They discarded a Fading Hope. No, I'd rather keep that. Okay, you can get back the Fateful Absence. Fading Hope. Before that happens, we'll get rid of the bird, as I think our Kodama could be bounced. So let's put this down. Give them a nice bounce target, and then we can put a counter on our Kodama if they bounce our Defiler. Well, on both, but okay, no, they are bouncing the Kodama. Probably wanted the scry, maybe? Well, leave this chunky boy down then. There's a fairy. Kill that.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
So we're not going to be able to play the Titan as well, so we might as well not play any life. Assuming they don't have a fourth Fading Hope, or third, was it? So it would only be 14 to face, so we might as well get rid of the Teferi, save them drawing a card of their choice.
Only time will tell.
And 2 more lands. It's going to have to be a board wipe. Pretty much. I'm not sure more Oracles are going to do it for you. Well, having drawn your Time Walk will help. But now what? GG. That was a bit of a nonsense Oracle deck, to be honest. Back up to 3. Okay, quick look at the stats for those interested in such things. Thank you for sitting through some of the slightly more painful games with this deck, but overall it's been a 6-3 win rate, so all of that was played. I didn't play any games beforehand, I just built and played this. We did 3 wins, 3 losses, then 3 wins again. Do I think this is a brilliant deck? Probably not. Do I think it's one that could climb the ladder reasonably fast? Probably. I mean, being able to win 67% win over 9 games, obviously not a huge sample, but big enough. And win them fairly quickly. I mean, those were all played within 51 minutes. And we have beat a kind of a variety of different colours. There's no colour that's kind of beating us hands down. The red being even is a bit worrying to me, because I felt like red was one of our better matchups with the life gains that we put in, but there are only 4 cards of life gain, so I think what I might have a look at after this video is tweaking it to do slightly better against red, because in Alchemy, if you can do good against mono red, your deck will have a pretty good win rate in general. Just look, I mean, we played 4 matches out of our 9 against mono red, so that tells you something. Dimir and Espery type things I would expect us to struggle with in general, and we've done better, so it is hard to say. I think that is the presence of the Safekeeping, and also the snowbally nature of the deck. If they don't manage to get where they need to get with their Oracle of the Alpha or whatever combo they're trying to assemble, then we can snowball them through. So, you know, I don't think it's a bad deck, and the nice thing about it is it's pretty easy to play. If you just want something that you can play mindlessly and grind up the ladder with, I think this is a pretty good one. If you're sick and tired of playing mono red, give this a go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Very much appreciate it as always. There'll be more to come soon. Bye for now.